And we begin the action with Zeke Jones at 119 pounds for the USA. He's in blue, and Leonid Chuchunov from Russia in the red. 5-minute period. Explain the scoring for us quickly, Jeff Flatten.
Point for a takedown, point for a reversal, and point for an escape. And then 2 points you earn by turning your opponent on the mat, 3 points from the standing position around your feet directly to your back, and you can get the big 5-pointer with a high-amplitude throw from the feet to your opponent's back. Zeke Jones brings a wealth of experience. He's a World Cup champion, World Championship place finisher, silver medalist in Barcelona, one of the best 14-pounders the United States ever had. Of course, now with the change of the weight classes, he's wrestling at 119 pounds. And that might help him a little bit.
Well, he should get older, too. I'm sure it's going to help him.
Certainly now he can focus more on his talent and his technique than he does about having to make weight, but it is...
Boy, he took a shot there, and Chuchunov came right back around.
That's right, and he shot with his arms extended. Whenever your head is down and your arms are straight out in front of you, you really can't see, and your momentum carries you down towards your nose and your head, and it's easy to redirect that energy, turn the corner by spinning.
They will stop the action after 15 seconds go by in a particular area with no appreciable change in the action. And so they start from the neutral position in the middle. It's 1-0 for Russia right now.
Anytime there's a wrestler down, the person on top will be given that 15-20 seconds to find a hold to try to turn. And if you cannot secure a hold, they will bring you back to your feet.
Zeke Jones, a 5-time U.S. national champion. He has had plenty of international exposure as well. 30 years old. Chuchunov third in the 1997 Yarygin tournament, which is their version of a national tournament.
And Chuchunov is really controlling the pace, the tempo, and the tie here. Zeke's been backing up. Chuchunov is using a 2-on-1, and it really seems to be frustrating Zeke Jones. He can't break free, can't seem to get into his offense. And that's where wrestling is a matter of style.
So now Zeke Jones will go down on the lower position, parterre, they call it, for passivity, I assume was the call.
That is correct. It was a passive call, and the Russian chose to put Jones down.
You must always stay on the offensive. They want the scoring. And in international also, there's a 3-point must rule.
To end it in the regulation 5-minute period, and if you don't have 3 points, it goes to overtime, and if you get to 3 there, you can win, even if you were trailing going into the overtime.
And it is 1-0 right now for the Russians.
But Jones is in a good position to score here. He almost gained a reversal, but he's in on a good leg shot. This is what Zeke Jones does so well, is finish leg shot.
There, he got behind him.
Nothing yet. He needs to get the knee down. If the knee touches right there, there's the point.
Boy. Threw all of his 119-pound class onto that one knee and finally got it down. It's 1-1 with 2 minutes and 17 seconds to go in this period.
Wrestling is leverage. You learn to redirect the body and force your body or opponent's body into position so that you can use leverage. And that is the basis in which wrestling is built.
How important is it? Well, they're out of the move right now, but Jones had Leonid's leg tied up on top.
He had his leg in, and what you have to do is arch. By arching, you force the leg up of your opponent, putting all the weight down on the chest, and that's when you get the opportunity to work the arms, work the head, and try to go for the turn.
We'll be right back with more of this USA-Russian dual meet in freestyle wrestling from Collegeville, Pennsylvania in just a moment. Jones at 119 pounds for the USA. He's in blue, and Leonid Chuchunov from Russia.
And there's that 2-on-1 again that Chuchunov has been frustrating Jones with. He walks in, he grabs the one arm with both of his hands, and that's why it's called a 2-on-1. And that's what Jones wants to do. He wants a little bit of separation, use his speed, use his good penetration step to try to get under his opponent. But Chuchunov not varying at all from the tactic of tying up Zeke Jones. And it's a smart tactic. Why not take him out of his offense?
Now I think another passivity call going to be brought to 4 against Chuchunov now.
That's right. Jones will put him down. And this is one part of Zeke's wrestling that he really improved in his career was his parterre, the ability to turn your opponent.
1:25 to go in the 5-minute period. It is 1-1. 3-point must system here in the first 5 minutes, as we mentioned. So if no other points are scored, they're going to go to a 3-minute overtime.
Again, he has the legs in, and he changes off now to the gut wrench. Does he have the power and a good bite? Once you start it, you can't readjust your grip or you lose the pressure, and there,
he lost
there
it.
it was. Good job by Chuchunov here of defense, keeping the legs wide so his ankles can't get laced, and doing a good job stopping the gut wrench. Crowd.
Finally get into it, right. 50 seconds to go.
Oh, a beautiful shot by Jones. Backed up, drew Chuchunov towards him, shot a beautiful single against his right leg, and
there
finishes.
2-1 with 36 seconds to go. Zeke Jones on top.
This is where Partier can end it. If Jones can get some points here, exposing the back of his opponent, he can end this bout.
20 more seconds to go.
Not going to get it done. But it seems as though now Jones is finding his rhythm.
So with 15 seconds to go in the initial 5-minute period, Zeke Jones will take a quick breather over into the corner, perhaps for a short injury timeout. Talking with Greg Strobel there on the left of your screen.
Not sure why Zeke took time, but he's okay, and he's back in the center. And for Zeke Jones now, one takedown will end this match, either in regulation or overtime. Chuchunov trails by a point, and Jones nearly gets the takedown at the buzzer.
And there is the buzzer for the first 5 minutes. Zeke Jones leads 2-1, but needs 3 to win. They will now set up a 3-minute overtime period.
And it really does seem as though Zeke Jones is finding his rhythm now. Whether that means Chuchunov is getting tired or whether Jones's offense is finally coming to bear here. Chuchunov now using that 2-on-1, trying to drive Jones out of bounds, but Jones will have none of it. Real good circular wrestling. Anytime you get driven into, you want to circle, and that deflects that energy out and forces your opponent to turn and face you.
How was Zeke Jones successful late in the first 5 minutes that he hopes to extend and get that final point here in the overtime, Jeff?
Oh, Jones in on the leg. This is where he's so tough. This is Jones' style of wrestling. Take the legs out. And there it is. That should do it.
No points called.
That should do it right there. Both legs.
There it is.
They waited for him to pull his head out, but
there it is.
Beautiful job by Zeke Jones. Great technician on the legs.
3-1. Zeke Jones takes this first match against the Russian, Leonid Chuchunov. And so the United States will come up with 3 points. 1 point to go to the Russian team, and they will total all the matches up at the end of the night for the match winner. And let's go down to Jeff Blatnick with our winner of the first match.
Zeke, were you surprised that you fell behind there early on?
No, I think he's a great competitor. Anytime you wrestle on the Russian team, you know, they're always great. But I think what helped me rally were all the fans here. I mean, when I was down, I needed them, and they helped.